Take back your time. Having all the money in the world means nothing if someone else controls the time and how you make it. The goal for me and the goal for you, if you clicked on the video, is to have time freedom, location freedom. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of having to ask someone to approve time, ask for PTO. I am ready to take back my time. And if this is you, then I would highly encourage you to stick around for the remainder of the video. If you're like me, currently you are working toward a life where you have the ability to take control and take your time back. You are working toward a life where you no longer have to exchange X amount of hours to receive X amount of dollars. I'm in a space in my life where currently I still exchange my time for money, but I have the mentality that my time can't be bought. If this is you, I would highly encourage you to speak over yourself continuously that my time cannot be bought. The thought of the world being so highly regimented, like I'll take a time and I'll sit back and I'll think about how the world is designed, right? And thinking about how the world is designed, early on, the world is so designed and regimented around time, right? And if you haven't been aware, maybe the following things that I'll say will jog you and be like, oh, wow, yeah, you're so right? We are conditioned early on that our days look the exact same. So from grade school to college to work life, someone is telling us and controlling our time. And I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of someone else controlling my time. I don't think I have this thing against authority. I just do not like the feeling of someone else telling me what time I have to come, what time I have to eat, what the time I can go to the restroom, the time I can leave, the time I can say, okay, I don't want to come today. In that amount of time, based on if I'm physically working and showing up for this particular job, that equates to the amount of money that I will have. Absolutely not. I don't want to fit within that mold. And I know you, if you're watching this video, you do not want to fit within that mold either. So what do we have to do, right? We have to identify what we are created to do. The thing about identifying our purpose and the thing that we're created to do, because it is so unaligned with how society designs for us to operate, right? It's against the grain. It's unconventional. In school, we don't talk about really identifying our gifts, our talents, and finding a way to literally operate in that and as a result get paid from that, right? No, we're taught get good grades, go to school, which is okay. Go to school, learn, go to college. After college, get a good job. But the thing about the job is it puts you within the overall confines of what society has already designed for us to be. That means that you're going to work for someone that paid attention to what their gifts, their talents were, created a business to then employ other people so they can have the ability to control their time. And I'm not envious of those people, right? Because they saw a way out. Let's be honest. They were tired of giving up their time. So they say, you know what? I am going to do something. I'm going to design a life that I am in complete control of my time. And I'm on the road to designing a life where I'm in complete control of my time. Before you think that, oh, Terry's just coming on here encouraging me to just quit my job tomorrow. No, Terry's not telling you to quit your job tomorrow, because if you quit your job tomorrow and then you come back and say, Terry, I quit my job tomorrow, I don't have no money for my blah. No, Terry's not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. What I am suggesting, if you are like me, what I am suggesting for you to do is for you to become very serious about identifying your purpose. You need to make a plan once you've identified your purpose, and then start designing to work on a life that you truly desire to live. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. I'm not encouraging you to continue to do the exact same thing day in and day out. I was there, right? Sometimes I find myself in that trap, complaining about the everyday life of, oh my gosh, the job, just feeling so trapped, feeling like you're in this chokehold of somebody else having this reign and this control over your life. I don't know about you, but I'm so sick and tired of that. I hope that being in that present situation is that extra push for you to identify that real thing, that purpose, that drive, that thing you really want to do. I hope that that's the push to you doing what it is that you're wanting to do, right? Now, on the flip side, if you're content, if you are completely happy where you are, even if you are not in control of your time, this video isn't for you, and that is okay. People are different. People have different desires. The life that you desire to live can look completely different compared to the next person, and that's absolutely okay. One thing about me, right? I'm not afraid to try something new. For the longest of time, I thought that this was honestly a weakness because, you know, people say, oh, you know, you need to be committed and you need to stay committed to something for a long time. Like you need to just buckle down and stay committed. So for the longest, I felt like this was a weakness because I couldn't find myself to commit to something. I couldn't find myself being willing to sit at a job for over 20 something years until retirement age, collect a retirement package or pension and just be okay with that. Like, I never felt like that was okay. I never felt like that I was born to just do that. I cannot do it. To date, I've had various jobs in various different industries. My longest job that I got right out of college. I went to work in investment management. I stayed there for 6 years. After I left there to become a full-time entrepreneur where I wanted to help beginner investors, and I did, but ultimately that failed, right? Ended up losing all of my money, and that job, which I was there for almost 6 years, that was the longest span of employment that I've had to date, right? So from there, I've done various different other things. I've done gig work, I've worked from home for TurboTax, and now to date, I work as an online chat agent for a jewelry brand company. But even with what I do present day to make money, I know that this is not the end. I know that this is not the end of my story. One, I know it's not the end of my story, and where you currently are, I know it's not the end of your story. If you want to be in control of your time, if you're still trading your time for money, then it can't be the end of our story, right? So what can we do? I'll tell you specifically, here's what I do, right? Because I'm currently, I guess you would call, I would say I'm hybrid, right? I'm in the hybrid space of doing what I was created to do, but also trading my time for money. I'm off, which I'm recording this video, right? On my day off. I'm off typically every Wednesday and then also on the weekends. But Wednesdays is my day for me. Wednesdays are the days that I work on the things that can get me and buy back my time, put me more in control of my time, do the things that allow me to operate within my purpose. More specifically, I create YouTube videos like encouraging yourself to operate within your purpose as well. I also plan, right? I plan those things. I get highly focused, and I'll ask you to think about this as well. What are you doing in your free time? What are you doing in the time that somebody isn't controlling that particular time of your life? Are you using that time to really work on the things that can allow you to take control of your time, or are you wasting that time on the things that cannot? So think about it, right? Notice I didn't mention that we are wanting to focus on money at all. I didn't mention that, right? Because as I open up this video with, the amount of money is insignificant. The amount of money is insignificant if you don't control how you make it. A lot of people make a lot of money, but how do you make that money? Is someone completely in control of how and the time that you make that money? And I'll ask you, is it worth it? Is it worth somebody else being in control of that time? My focus right now is not on the how much. I'm focusing on the how, right? How can I allow myself to step away, building a plan, right? That's aligned with what I truly believe my purpose is, and not really chasing the big dollars at that point, but being able to replace my current income that I have as an online chat agent with operating in my purpose. That is my how. That's what I'm focusing on, right? And everything comes with a decision. You have to decide if you're going to continue to, you know, just do the exact same thing, even though you say, I'm tired of trading my time for money. Are you going to continue singing the same tune year after year, year after year? Or are you going to, in the time that your time is not being controlled, are you going to use that time to really focus in doing the thing that you love and that can have the opportunity to ultimately set you free? I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. I've enjoyed making the video. And as I stated, I'm so serious about not trading my time for money and being in control of my time and taking my time back. If you made it this far in this video, I know you're serious about that as well. I appreciate you for sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, I would highly appreciate if you go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Consider leaving me a comment, and most importantly, consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry Shira Catching a Major Vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.